kicked out of my near every bar around. I've been locked up for driving 120 through town. I've been shot at and cut with a knife, messing around with another man's wife. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Threw my boss out the window and got fired for my last job. Hot-wired a city truck and turned it over in the mayor's yard. Beat my brother-in-law half to death. Lost $20 on his football bet. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Good old boys, we're all the same. Ain't no way we'll ever change. Ain't no harm by the things we do, or the trouble that we get into. Other than a while, every once in a while.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wade and Carter Show. Ash Brent, Commander in the house. Lots to get to today on a Friday. Cowboys lose, Astros lose. We'll talk all about that a little later. First off, Wade and Carter weather brought to you by the great folks at AT Deerland Hay Feed and Ranch Services.
77 degrees in Victoria under mostly clear skies, heading to a high today of 94 on a South Texas football Friday.
Let's see who's in on the podium. Get the Deerland Feed. Deer. Feeders, corn, protein. They've got it all for deer season. Stop by. They'll load you up. Literally, they'll load you up. You park your truck. They'll throw the deer corn in your truck. They'll put the feeder in there for you. They'll put the protein in there for you. The only thing they won't do, get it out to your deer lease and do all that work.
It is cool. The first couple of times that I went to Deerland Feed,
You almost feel bad that they're doing the work for you.
But then you don't.
No,
and
that feeling goes away pretty quickly.
But when you're in there and you don't know, and you go, I need to buy some of this 21-7-14 blend, which I got the hookup, if you will, from Matt Boucher, now retired county ag extension agent. And
emeritus.
Right. And as you pay, I turned to Jackie, who I did not know at the time. And I said, where do I go to get it? She goes, oh, the boys will load it up. I'm like, really? And I went out there at the time. I was driving the Raptor, the pickup. Yeah. They were already, yes, sir. Have a good day. Boom, drop it in the back of the truck.
And then they do. They just like come out of the woodwork like children of the corn and like drop everything
ants.
In this case, children of the deer corn.
It's amazing because they don't have eyes. They're just, their eyes are sewn shut. They just, and they're wearing loincloths. They're just minions that just do things. And you can just go scat, and then they run off. Now, super nice people. And they really do. They just, you're right, though. You're kind of like, I can get that. No, sir, I got it.
And they do. No, sir, no, ma'am.
They're like, you old fossil. I got it.
Ricky King, Scott Tomko, Greg Garcia on the podium this morning. Saw Greg last night. Andy Rokovich, Bobby Leister, Mark Kurtz, Randy Langston, Ryan Hopping, Jordan Glass, P. Strauss. Good morning, buddy. Stavanoa. Linda Chris, Scott Snow, Heather Stewart.
Be strong, Junior. Patrick. Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Daniel Wade White, Andrew Alvarez, Chris Price, Karen Murray, Tammy Keeling, Sherry Jacobs, Justin Glass, Lisa Poole. Good morning, Marina.
Hi, Marina. I see Karen Murray. I always think about Anne Murray. I do. Great Canadian.
I don't think Karen's Canadian, though.
No, of course not.
Micah Patton, Jarrett McCrugan. Good morning, cuz.
East versus West tonight. Yes, you're right.
Oh, that game's already?
West is going to destroy East.
Them?
Yeah, and tonight,
are they in the same district?
I don't know how that. I don't think so because one's
anymore?
Big school, one's a little school. I don't know. But tonight West is the visitors. So if you're like, we have season tickets, right?
Yeah.
But you have to go buy a separate ticket to sit on the visitor side.
Yeah. Well, because they're not the home team.
Not the home team.
Makes sense. Oh,
list of all the local games.
Who has that?
The Sports Advocate does.
Oh, you know what? That's a good thing to remind folks. Cody, tell folks real quick how simple it is to sign up.
We've made it even easier now.
Right.
You just go to thesportsadvocate.com, and the only option is sign up and pay right here. There's 2 buttons. You want to do it monthly? You want to do it yearly?
$9.99 a month, $100 a year.
So you save about $2. You save you buy for the year, you get 2 months free.
That's right.
Right.
And already what 3 articles? And I mean,
we're sending out the 3rd one this morning.
Yeah, we launched this thing Tuesday, and Mike's been busy writing 3 articles.
And he's got 2 games. He's going to have 2 more articles early next week.
Right.
He's writing more now than he did.
He has to be
in his old gig at the newspaper. And we're asking you again. I'm just short of telling you to go sign up. Let's help this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
He wants to write. He needs to write, and he needs to eat. So go sign up. It's $9.99 a month. It's $100 a year. You've all got it, you Starbucks hookers. Remember, who was that told us?
For the price of just a coffee a month.
In the arms of
That's what I was just thinking.
That was the guilt trip VISD tried to lay on voters
yeah.
2 or 3 bonds ago.
Yeah, and at least with this, you get some value.
Yeah. That they well, if you just gave up your Starbucks for a month,
and I don't want you to give up anything.
You'd pay for it.
I want you to reward and recognize.
Here's the thing. Subscribe to thesportsadvocate.com and
like
still enjoy your Starbucks while you're reading the great articles that Mike Foreman puts out. It's like reading the sports pages like you used to do, but you don't have to anymore.
He's got
because
a great article.
Anything.
His second article is about players from Refugio that returned to coach.
One of the
stuff.
Yeah, one of the things that I thought was interesting is every article so far, whether you like sports or not,
it's interesting.
Right. Like I have no reason to pay attention to high school sports at this point. I don't have any kids involved. I'm not a coach or anything, but they all have this like lifestyle aspect.
Absolutely.
So like you want sports, you got it. You want not sports, you can still see that in the story as well.
No, Mike's very good at writing these types of features.
Well, that's my thought. Is it's almost like really
human interest,
human interest stories. That's
the word I wasn't coming up with.
Yes. Yeah. So go sign up. I mean,
once you do, share it with your friends. Go, hey, I really like this guy. You should read him too. And let's, like Wella Balsam shampoo in the 80s.
And
folks.
they tell 2 people, and they tell 2 people, and then
it's not a pyramid scheme, though.
No,
right? No, there's actually
or a Ponzi scheme either. No.
Yeah. So sign up. If you'll sign up, we'll quit talking about it.
That's worth a lot right there.
Otherwise, we're just going to keep. It's kind of like when you go to church. If you people would give more, we wouldn't talk about giving so much.
That's right.
You just hit the nail. You might have just inspired one of our listeners
to go ahead and sign up.
Go ahead and sign up like
that's right.
100 people. Just
right.
Shut up.
Monday's just about signing up.
I would love for somebody to. I think it's a great gift.
There you go.
If you've got that friend that always used to read the local paper when it was a legitimate newspaper, then you could give them the gift.
Give them a gift subscription
of Mike Foreman. Yep. I talked to him yesterday, and he was so excited to be writing. Buddy Stevanoa asked, will a sports advocate cover the Jags? I'm certain they will.
Yep. I'm certain Mike will.
I'm certain Mike will do so. Yeah.
Have you guys watched?
Because he covered the Jags. He loves amateur sports.
I don't know if y'all are fans of The Office, but there's a new show on called The Paper. And it's a spinoff of The Office, and it's about a failing newspaper.
They're all failing.
And how they were booming at one point, now they're not. And all I can sit and do is watch this show and be like, is that our paper?
Yeah.
Like, are they finding
no
random people to write articles because they don't have any?
Here's what you have to know. Now, I'll accept Ash from this because I think the local paper still has someone who lurks around campus. But nobody in our community knows anybody who works or writes for the local paper. And I'll tell you, when I was a kid, John Boyce was a noted and extremely talented sports writer. His son, Courtney, is now the head coach, football coach at West. And in 81,
that's how we got the job.
Yeah. In 81 is when Foreman got here. So those 2 guys go back to the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Covering sports in this area.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, to me, when they got rid of Jim Bishop as their editor,
No doubt.
Began. He was
when they hired Chris Cobbler as their czar.
So
what a clown.
Anyway, thesportsadvocate.com doesn't get any easier than that. Sign up doesn't get any easier than that.
Yeah, it's a Friday. If you want to call, we're back online with the phones. If you want to call 894-4020, feel free to call. If you've signed up and if you have read an article or two and want to share your thoughts, we'd love to hear it. My vision for this and Mike's vision for this is that we do expand. Maybe at some point he sits down with me and Ash and discusses sports, discusses NIL, discusses the politics of sports, how we go forward. He's an amazingly insightful gentleman and a super nice fella. So I really recommend it. What do you want to do?
Wow. Do we want to play that clip? Because as great as
Cody, bring up the Google up inalienable rights and how they're mentioned in the Declaration of Independence. And excuse me, I've got a cold, but I love a cold radio voice. Hello, listeners.
Did you get your booster?
No, shoot. I ain't got no COVID. I ain't got time for COVID.
It's apparently going around.
Yeah. COVID. I laugh at COVID. Ha!
You're no Sheriff Louderback. You can't stare at COVID and it runs back to China.
All
right.
While he's looking that up, play this. I'm testing my Bluetooth, so
yeah, we're back on the
I thought y'all were playing something before.
No, see, it's not playing. Let's see. It's not playing. Here we go.
Spend all your time
for only pennies a day, you can adopt a sports writer. Highly accomplished, award-winning, a 40-year veteran of the typewriter.
Dismissed by a phone call. Thrown to the streets and the wolves.
Seemed unfair. Sleeping in his car, just him and his old Corolla. He's got his Corolla in a Corolla.
I'm sorry. What the hell are you talking about?
You got to at least get to the chorus. I mean, you have to get to the chorus.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
Just hang on to it for a second.
Okay.
Mike Foreman, a man.
Sarah McLachlan, a hell of a voice, though.
We can make him better than he was. Yes.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
That's
sorry.
That.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Canadian now. Sorry.
People everywhere picking dogs up off the streets.
Yeah, right. In other news, 15 dogs were adopted today. Nobody signed up for the sports. Tell me about inalienable rights. Greg Garcia, rights that are given by God from birth, also called natural rights. Read it to me in context out of the Declaration of Independence, the very foundation of our nation.
So unalienable rights, the rights that cannot be taken away, denied, or transferred by any government or person, as they are believed to be naturally possessed by all human beings, endowed by a creator.
Okay, so I want you to think about this.
Cannot be taken away or ascribed, is that right?
Denied or transferred.
Right. So just recall, I want you to understand how dangerous the organized left is. Nobody, like right now, Pete McNally's going, move on, because he's got the hood over his head.
Not only how dangerous, but how desperate they are, because this is a guy that nobody's heard from for years.
Tim Kaine, Senator Tim Kaine.
Who is that?
He was the running mate in 2016.
Correct.
With Hillary Clinton. It was Clinton Kaine. So he's relevant. I mean, he was on the ticket for the Democrat Party 2 elections ago.
He was brave enough to put his neck on the line and to be suicided by Hillary if he ever got sideways with her.
Right. He's only 67 years old. He is a Catholic Democrat senator from Virginia espouses to be a Christian. I want you to listen to what he says here.
Notion that rights don't come from laws and don't come from the government, but come from the creator. That's what the Iranian government believes. It's a theocratic regime that bases its rule on Shia law and targets Sunnis, Baha'is, Jews, Christians, and other religious minorities. And they do it because they believe that they understand what natural rights are from their creator. So the statement that our rights do not come from our laws or our governments is extremely troubling.
Now, I want you to stop for a second and understand what he just said to you. He explained to you how another regime in another country who is not Christian-based at all, how they apply their ideal of inherent rights, which they use as a justification to go after Sunnis and Jews and religious minorities. They do that as a government, which has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you have rights that are yours regardless of the government in charge as a Christian. So Kaine spins that to say to you, your rights don't come from God. They come from our laws and the government. 2 elections ago, that extremely dangerous gentleman was on the ticket and would have been 1 heartbeat away from being president of the United States. If you don't think that our democratic republic hangs by a single thread, you just don't understand what's going on. This is a dangerous, currently elected senator
from Virginia
who just directly contradicted the foundation, the Declaration of Independence, and the basic premises and foundation of our Constitution. Because now, people, the government and, quote, our laws determine your freedoms. I guarantee you the people that fought and died to get us free from England did not believe that. They believed that the government was best that governs least, and that our government can't give you any freedom. All our government can do is restrict and take your freedom.
Which is what he's saying.
And if it doesn't just irk your guts to hear somebody say that, then you're a leftist.
The fact that he came out and said it
is just absurd.
Well, he exposed what the Democrat Party
that's what they're all about.
And I don't even want to say has become, because they've been moving this way my entire life and your entire life.
Yeah, Kathleen Langer says, sorry, guys, he's a Catholic in name only politician. No doubt
that was just what Wikipedia says.
Like Joe Biden, he goes to mass every day and then goes down to the abortion clinic and hands out, birth control.
And then hangs in the
pills.
pool and lets little kids rub his legs.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You watch. Tim Kaine will be backtracking this statement.
I don't think so.
I do. By the weekend, because he said what they don't want to say out loud. Well, I didn't mean that the government is the only one that can give you your rights. Watch. This is what will happen. I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I'd put money. I only gamble on
You only gamble
NFL games on the weekends.
He only gambles when he drinks, stays at the MGM for free. I'm convinced that they've just shown you who they are. And I couldn't help last night. I want to get to JagFest and spend a few minutes. And I just want to give you my thought. A lot of people did a lot of work. Lots of people did a lot of work. Yeoman's work, months and months of works by folks like Amanda and Jennifer that were here yesterday. Senator Colkhorst, Representative Louderback, Judge Zeller. I think that the celebration last night was
James Hightower, Jim Nelson from
on and
system.
on. That's what I'm saying. It's ad nauseum of the number of people that could have streamed up there for that 8 seconds of glory that nobody cares about, including them. But I was very encouraged to visit with, reacquaint, and listen to Chancellor of the A&M system, Glenn Hager, who got up and emphasized that A&M is committed to A&M Victoria. And I don't think when you look at what's going on with UT San Antonio and their merger with a health center, and you really can kind of imagine that somewhere down the road, honestly, even our own local county-owned hospital can end up in some type of a arrangement with A&M Victoria, where you never can tell the synergy that could happen in our community.
Well, and all you have to do is look around at small cities that have thriving universities. There's a lot of synergy in those cities.
And you look at it, and Hager got up, and Sheriff Louderback was up there, and then I heard later on they made some other folks get up and talk, and it was hot, and nobody, to be honest, nobody cares what any of them had to say. They were having a good time, and that's the key. The key takeaway for me was how well attended and how well organized it was. This was a very professionally done production. The folks were there it was great to see Texas Marshal, T. Michael O'Connor was at U.S. Marshal. T. Michael O'Connor was there.
T. Michael?
He'll always be a Texan, but yes, U.S. Marshal T. Michael O'Connor was there. On and on. John Zychek, just goes on and on. Lots of great Callie Frommie, great folks were there who all put a lot of time and effort into making this happen. I did notice that you and I were not invited to the green room.
I was.
Oh, were you?
Not before.
You just didn't come.
Later.
Yeah. Oh. No. Sometimes you're notable, Cody, by your absence.
Right.
Brent Goen checking in. Randy Langston,
Brent
Paul Ebner. Good morning.
Surprised Brent Goen's not catching trout this morning.
Who else is Clayton Fernandez? Good morning,
Coach. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing great.
Brian Carter. Any relation?
No. I don't know any Carter anywhere that I'm related to. None. There are none except my children.
Adam Sugar says donate the Texas Zoo to A&M Victoria and get zoological programs here. That would be
a great idea. Donate the zoo is a great idea, because when you donate the zoo, you get rid of all those expenses.
You just transfer.
Yeah. So I'm an only child. My dad was an only son with 3 sisters.
Here we go again.
His dad was that's it. That cut his mic. He has no input in this program. You stay in the corner. At any rate, there are no Carter. Fine. I was boring Cody. That's the last thing I want to do. There were no Carter.
Okay.
Relatives.
I was just curious. I saw Brian Carter
just trying to stretch. You told me you wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Let's see what else.
I'm not seeing the outrage from the audience. Are you numb to it now? Are you numb to it?
There's a few, but I'm surprised the apologists for the left aren't jumping all over.
Pete McNally knows better. There's nothing he could say to justify Tim Kaine saying such an absurd thing. I did see a group last night. I thought it was interesting because I thought about, they had them way down on the end. They had a little booth. And they had some sign up about preserving democracy. Yeah. Anytime you see a sign, especially in Victoria, Texas, that says yada, 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 preserving democracy, it's a leftist group.
Well, think about it. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea. That's right. Communist North
Korea.
Yeah.
When you see somebody telling you that they're doing all they can to preserve democracy, they're leftist.
Yeah. No, they aren't preserving democracy.
They're not
preserving anything other than communism, and that's all
when
they
I
want.
Walked by,
socialism.
Thank you. When I walked by, Ash, all I saw was Lee Harvey Oswald out there. Fidel Castro, hey, you take this flyer. Take this flyer. That's what I saw.
Well, and what
Hi, my name's G.
what a terrible place to do that.
Mm.
Like, this was supposed to be about uniting the town, standing behind this new.
Well, they're the party of unity.
Right.
By division.
Right. Is this pre-Cal again?
Right? Torrin Bell says, sadly, absolutely nothing surprises me coming from the. They're out in the open now.
East Germany was the same way. I think they were the Democratic Deutschland Republic, if I'm not mistaken, right? The DDR.
Did you see where that guy, what was his name? Sliwa? That's running.
Curtis Sliwa, yeah.
He's part of the melee that's going on in New York City. Apparently, the rumor afoot is that Eric Adams, the embattled mayor of New York, who's got no chance to win re-election, none. The rumor is that he has the possibility of joining the Trump administration. And I don't know in what capacity. I don't.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I don't know what he would do, but Sliwa apparently said, if you don't vote for me, that's fine. Take your friends and make sure that you don't vote for Mamdani.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy's got like 30 or 40% of the predicted vote.
Yeah. Sliwa is a member of the Guardian Angels. Remember the group that helped take the city back under Rudy Giuliani?
I'm always a little anxious about anybody that's kind of the extremist. Even though I think he's a good guy, to me, he's kind of extreme.
Oh, the irony. ABC News, Mamdani calls reports of White House meddling in New York City mayor's race an affront to our democracy.
Yeah. Do we think that, over here on the right, says Popular Reads, this is ABC News, it says both Republicans and Democrats clash with RFK Jr. on vaccines, CDC turmoil. Is that much ado about nothing, or is RFK losing his gear a little bit?
I don't know.
He appeared yesterday before Senate Finance Committee to discuss recent turnover at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. As much of the testimony centered on vaccine policy following his decision last week to fire Director Susan Menares. Several senior CDC officials, so you know they're all leftist. They are. Several others resigned in protest. You know, you lose your job and I quit my job because I don't like you losing your job. I'm probably not a Republican. I'm just being honest. Republicans work. The left quits.
They must have been paid lots of money, so they don't have to work.
Yeah, anymore. I mean, it's like, gee, I'd be looking at job postings and see if I could become the next guy. Yeah. Kennedy yesterday disputed her version of events, saying she was fired for answering no when he asked whether she was trustworthy. He addressed the agency's decision, HHS, to pull funding from the mRNA vaccine research and restrict approval of the updated COVID-19 vaccine.
Not sure. I don't have a problem with I don't trust mRNA.
I don't
vaccines.
Either.
It's modifying your RNA. I don't.
Probably not.
You start messing around with cells at that, I just don't think anything good can come of it.
No. Kids will start being born with 3 eyes and they'll blame it on vaccines, which will be accurate. Giorgio Armani.
Legendary fashion designer.
He was.
Yeah. Should we
take a break?
We need to take one, don't we?
Are we taking like a moment of silence for Giorgio? What were you thinking?
No, I'm just taking a break, but I didn't realize he's only had his own label since 1975.
Yeah, which by the way is 50 years ago. How long do you want one man to have a label?
He didn't get it till he was 40.
How long has Ralph Lauren had a label?
Since the 60s.
Look that up.
Since the 60s.
Is that right?
Yep.
Let's take a break. Run with it. Go. You're the man.
USA Concrete Coatings. Put down that Cowboys star. Actually, put down the Eagles logo if you want.
Too soon, Ash.
No, go.
Is it too soon? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you're doing.
1967.
Yeah.
Was rough, Lauren.
USA Concrete Coatings. Give them a call for all your concrete coating needs. They
For
can
pennies a day, you can have an Astros logo on your garage floor.
absolutely.
Allen's Wrecker Service, 578-6300.
Just
Jump
pennies
into
a
the
toe.
angelic arms of Alan Miller. Let Alan and Janet and little Alan tow you where you need to be in the event that you need it.
Just pennies a floor.
The Dollar Floor Store can help you have a good understanding. Reach out to them for flooring, tile, laminate, carpet. Ricky King says, I think Brenda's obsessed with this song. I'm trying to set a mood, Ricky, a mood. Scott says we're killing the coffee buzz. Okay, it's done. There we go.
Scott also says he limited out before catching the back half of the show. So there you go.
There you go.
Deerland, we talked about Deerland Paravita Wellness. Get in today. Lisa Poole's probably already there cleaning out the freezer. But saw Erica Briggs last night. She's going to try some new things at the Vita Cafe. She's going to come in and talk to us about those.
I have a confession to make. Ash and I go by every week and pick up our meals from Vita Cafe or from a part of Vita Wellness right there on Airline. And there's a huge cold case, Cody. I mean, it's big. It's big as that wall.
Been in there many times.
Yes, and you go in and there's all these really boutique-y little plastic bags that have your meals in them. And if you go in like on a Monday, there's it's full. Tuesday this week it was full. I went in Wednesday and the only bags in the entire cold case, one said Brent Carter, the other said Ash Wade.
Yep.
That's it.
And when I got there was only one bag left.
Right. You were the last. It's like your members only jacket. You're the last
only member.
You're the last member. White Trash Services, White Trash Site Services. You want to get rid of an unsightly old structure on your property?
Don't tear it down and haul it away.
550-1826. Just give them a call. They'll come out and get it. They'll be your wingman. Remember in Top Gun, he goes, just give me a call. I'll be your wingman.
State Department putting sanctions on 3 Palestinian human rights groups. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, according to CNN, said the organizations directly engaged in efforts by the International Criminal Court to investigate, arrest, detain, and prosecute Israeli nationals without Israel's consent. Late last year, the ICC issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes. I mean, come on. The only one committing crimes in the Gaza is Hamas. They have impoverished their people. They have held them captive. They have brainwashed them. They are the problem in Gaza, not Israel.
Yeah.
Remember, Israel pulled out 2005, I believe it was, 20 years ago. Ariel Sharon, look it up. Took everybody with them. Left all the infrastructure.
Yeah.
They dug up graves that have been there for decades and moved them back out of the Gaza. All the Israeli settlements left.
They gave it to
They
them.
gave it to them.
Did you happen? You didn't see the Cowboys game last night.
I did not, no.
There's a gentleman that I think he's like an all-pro defensive player or offensive player, I don't know, player for the Eagles, spat upon him. Spat.
Jalen Carter, yeah. Before the game even started.
No
relation.
He literally, they were face to face, and Dak had his helmet on, and I don't know what they were talking about, but the camera's right there, and there's no way to frame it as an accident. The guy just goes,
no,
and spit on Dak's jersey.
There's no way to frame it as an accident. I'm going to show you the video because I can't show it here. But
what I love,
slow motion. Look,
yeah, he just spit on him. I don't know why Dak didn't just jack him up. Seriously, just throat punch him. But what's awesome is ESPN, ABC, whoever it was, NBC.
I don't know where the game was. Didn't watch
Chris
it.
Collinsworth. Who did the game? Fox. Anyway, whoever it was. They pointed out this is the first time ever that a player from a defending Super Bowl team has been kicked out of the first game of the season before it started. No kidding. Who would have ever thought that any player ever would be kicked out of a game before it starts for spitting on the opposing team's quarterback? Dak looks very athletic. The Cowboys are on the road to 10-7. You know, I'm going to tell you why. They played good enough last night to beat 28 teams in the NFL. They did. They had enough athleticism and scored enough points. But the problem is that intensity will be gone. They won't play that good again until they play the Eagles or the Commanders. That's just it. Scott Tomko says 6 seconds in, Dak spit towards him and said some words, and then it went downhill fast. I mean, Dak is an NFL quarterback making, what, $45 million a year? I would have told him, hey, come on over and pull the weeds out of my flower bed, you big load, and walked off. Why would you get into a
spitting match?
A spitting match with an idiot?
I don't know.
Astros Update brought to you by the great folks at First State Bank of Louise. First State Bank of Louise, the friendliest bank anywhere. Uh-oh. Tramel's bat. Are we going to have another Billy Hatcher cork gate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tyler Trammell. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Taylor Trammell. Yeah. I loved it. When we acquired him, Ash sent me a note and said, we picked up a Trammell, I think, from like Detroit. And you go, he's no relation to Alan Trammell. Alan Trammell, of course, being a white boy and Taylor being not.
Aaron Boone says this was something we noticed this series and asked the league about. You're not allowed to do anything to your bat. I'm not saying he was. We just noticed some things. Boone told reporters after the game yesterday.
So what would he have done to it?
To ESPN. The discoloration was on the label.
Like, he says, I don't know if it was just natural or if it was sand. I don't know. I don't want to accuse Taylor. I'm not saying anything untoward or whatever.
Well, there's a black bat and the label is not so black.
Well, I mean,
could be looks like that. I don't know. Hard to tell out of that picture by Alex Slitz from Getty Images.
He's up for a cup of coffee. You don't know how many bats he's got. He says, to be honest, I have no idea how you shave down a bat. I don't know what it is, Trammell told reporters. My biggest problem is I feel kind of defensive right now, more so testing my character of like, I'm going to willingly do that. I'm kind of lost on that thing. I think if anybody knows me, knows that I'm never going to cheat any turns or anything like that. I have no idea. That's baffling to me that it was even checked. They didn't like it. Sorry.
Trammell says he was told the Yankees thought his bat was shaved down too much.
Whatever. And, you know, I'm at the point with Major League Baseball, like, don't major in the minor. If I want to shave my bat down, I want all the bat I can get. I want a big old hit on my bat so I got a chance to hit something.
Astros and at the Rangers starting this weekend. That should be.
This is a key series. Really key series.
I think that's the last series between the two teams.
Astros have a 3.5 game lead on Seattle, and they also have a 5-game lead on Texas. Texas could come in here and win those 3 games. Astros are only up 2 on them, and they're only up a half a game, if such, on Seattle. So you need to win these games. This is when championship teams step up.
Yeah. Taylor Trammell, shaved bat and all, hitting only 208 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs.
Yeah.
He
ain't cheating.
No, not at all.
It's not like he's becoming the next Barry Bonds.
No, he's played 44 games.
Right.
And he's hitting 208.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Yankees better find something else.
If not for injuries, Taylor Trammell is not seeing much time with the Astros.
He's younger than my daughter. He was born in 97. That's something. They're all just kids.
Yeah. Do we want to do this? Do we want to do this and figure out what the Cowboys are going to do since they did play better? I did not think
I thought we had it laid out.
I mean, I did. Well, you said 10-7, but we didn't go
Well,
game
let's
by
go through it
game.
together.
But
Let's go through it game
we
by
both
game.
picked. We both figured that they would lose to the Eagles, right?
So they lose to the Eagles. Yeah, they're going to beat the Giants. There's a win. I personally think they'll beat the Bears.
They should beat the Bears.
Okay, but if they do or don't, let's keep going. Oh, by the way, Mr. Carter said, sorry for spitting on Prescott. It was a mistake.
They'll lose to the Packers.
They'll lose to the Packers.
They should beat the Jets.
They'll beat the Jets. They should beat the Panthers, right?
Yes.
Beat the Panthers. Go, go, go.
So
Beat
now
the
they're
Panthers.
4-2. Commanders? No.
They're going to lose to the Commanders. They're going to lose to the Broncos. Are they going to lose to the Cardinals?
I don't think they lose to the Broncos. I'll give them the win there.
Okay.
I think they beat the Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
You think they beat the Cardinals?
Fine. That's fine. I'll go with that.
All right.
The Raiders. They going to beat the Raiders?
Yeah, they'll beat the Raiders.
Well, they're playing pretty good right now. Uh-oh. They're going to lose to the Eagles.
They are going to lose to
They're going to lose to the Chiefs.
Yep.
And then because they're going to be tired and losers, they're going to lose to the Lions.
Yep.
Now keep going.
Vikings, question mark at quarterback. Cowboys win that.
Cowboys win that game. Cowboys beat the Chargers, don't they?
I don't think so.
Ooh, another L for the
You think they beat the Chargers?
No, they lose. Are they losing to the Commanders again?
No, I think they beat the Commanders.
Okay. And then they beat the Giants.
I can go with that.
Okay. So what number does that
I've
yield?
got them at 10-7. You've got them at 9-8.
There you go. They're either going to finish 10-7 or 9-8. They're not going to finish 12-5. They're not going to finish 12-5.
And they may not make the playoffs.
And that's just the way it is. I can't sugarcoat it for you any better, Cowboys fans. Commander, you got to get it about here. There you go.
I'm trying to see what
Just walk on by, brother.
What our Cowboys fans think. Andy Rockovich says as a Redskins fans, we call them the Redskins.
That's right. Chesnick Furniture. Chesnick and Love make your house a home. Get by and see why you just always do better at Chesnick.
Always.
Fantastic furniture. Great people.
Great
They
prices.
love to see you. Brand us. Commander Cody does so much behind the scenes. I'd love for you to spend some time with him. If you've got a business and you want to grow your electronic digital footprint, he can absolutely help you. He developed the website for the place you should be going right now, thesportsadvocate.com. He can show you how easy it is to advance your business. Atzenhofer, this weekend, go by and get a new Chevy. Atzenhofer and atzenhofer.com, your home for new and gently pre-owned Chevy and Mitsubishi vehicles, all kinds of vehicles, and they service all makes and models. And then Went Services, Went Electrical. Went can help you whether you need a generator or a new plug or a new ballast, or if you've got a warehouse that needs more light. If you want the lights that come on automatically when you walk through a space and then go off, call Went. They can help you.
And the Chopping Block extending their Labor Day week sale through the weekend. $6 baseball sirloins, $10 pound picanha roast, $12 picanha steaks, wings on sale for $4.99 a pound all week, the rest of the week. So there you go.
Pete Strauss with the final roster moves with the Astros points out McCormick was sent down. Chaz Michael. He says we need to cut ties with McCullers. I could not agree more. The guy is a spare.
Yeah. Do we want to quickly go through the Texans to see where they're going to be this year, or do we really care?
Let's. No, I don't care. We'll do it. We'll do that Monday. We got the brother here. Let's let the brother visit with us. So there's the applause, deafening. Needs a mic. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. Really enjoyed it. Wade and Carter, well represented at Jag Fest.
Yeah, and you were looking good last night. You had that red tie on. You just got it. You've got it figured out, brother.
Thank you, sir.
You were there, and I'm trying to think of who else was wearing. Judge Zeller. You and Judge
Zeller and I, Tom Curtis.
Tell the truth. Does Ben call you and say, "Hey, brother, what are you wearing today?"
No, he didn't call me, sir. No,
I thought maybe he called.
Wife dresses him. I got nothing to do with that.
Is it me, or is he looking a little bit like J.D. Vance these days?
He looks a lot like.
Yeah, he did.
I think he's working that look.
I thought he looked like that. He had that
look.
look.
Yeah.
Has look good. You look
How
good.
are you, sir?
I'm good. It's T. Michael. We saw a bunch of good friends.
Good.
He does, man.
He's lost some weight, but I think he's just down to his fighting weight.
He's my favorite United States Marshal.
Absolutely.
Matt Dillon's close, but Matt's
Absolutely.
close, but T. Michael's my favorite right there.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's good to be with
What do you
y'all.
got going on? Who's going to win tonight, East or West? I know
Well,
you're a big favorite.
Well, West won big at Lockhart last week. East, I saw the game here. We got shut out, but East has potential. But it's going to be big tonight. Looking for a big crowd. You going to be there?
Yes, sir. We'll be
I
over
figured that.
We'll be over on the south
West
side.
is the visiting team.
Yeah, that's
East
where I'll
is
be
home.
tonight.
I will be on your side for a while. We're going to do both sides.
I'm thinking about, depending on, sometimes they have kind of a charcuterie type buffet in that press box.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like walking over and making kind of a flyby.
You want
Just
to go
see
up
what's
that
in
high?
there. Yeah. just
Don't
see
you
what's
get
in
up
there.
here and that's enough steps?
Yeah.
You got to do all
I
those
got my
steps.
oxygen bottle. When I walk in there,
That's a lot of steps, buddy.
yeah, they hear it.
But it's
It's like
good.
coming up here.
Yeah, man. But hey, if you're up here, I'm coming.
There you go.
East West tonight, 7:00, non-district, right?
Yes, sir.
Non-district at 7:00. District game start at 7:30.
Still though.
So
Do you
Battle for the
remember?
boot, right? Or what are they the sword? What are they playing for anymore?
well, I
You
think
know
it's
what
the
they call
boot.
it?
I heard the boot.
It can't be a
I still heard the
sword.
boot.
That would be like imply violence or something.
Yeah, I heard the boot. So we'll see tonight. Anyway, we'll be down there. 2 events. One more I want to talk about, and I got a little bit of sports because I know y'all got stuff to do. But Freedom Ride, of course, Ron Koshin called and said, "Brother, make a mention of the Freedom Ride, which is the motorcycle ride from Atzenhofer Velocity Power Sports. They'll start registration 10 o'clock. Motorcycles take off, going all around and end up at the Wellhead Tavern.
What do? They just kind of wedge Ronnie K into like a sidecar.
I think so. Yeah.
And then just
Don't make me
wedge him
laugh.
in there.
Don't make me
And then
laugh.
if you like turn a corner like that,
Throw them
won't go-
on a side by
Can you
side.
see
Yeah.
Ryan? Can you see Ryan in that car?
So the sidecar is on the right side of the bike. If Ronnie gets wedged in there, you can turn right on a dime, but it's hard to go left.
You remember Barney Fife in that side? Remember that motorcycle he had with the
Sir,
goggles?
He had his goggles
Oh,
on.
he had the goggles on. The sidecar didn't move. But
Ronnie gets in the sidecar. That thing's going right only.
It's only going right.
we're going to be at the Wellhead. There's going to be a live auction there. So I'm raising funds because next month is Wars Weekend when the troops come
That's
in.
awesome.
Comes in October. So a lot of good
Great
stuff.
cause.
Yeah.
I know it's tremendously supported by folks like Calvin and Rena. It's just a great cause.
They're super. A lot of good things going on. And again, plenty of events coming up. And I know y'all have got some stuff, but I do want to mention, took it on the chin last week. Brother's birthday was on the same day as Texas and Ohio State, and everybody's had parties everywhere. And
right.
stuff. Everything was good. That was the only thing that was a damper.
Yes.
Everything was good.
Texas plays who sent
San Jose,
San Jose
State, 36.5-point favorites.
Northeast San Jose
Yeah,
State.
there you go.
We're playing like directional California paint and body. Okay.
Listen,
I think that's a W.
you and I'm not sure about that, but you and I can't say anything about number one or national champion
No,
or
no.
Heisman Trophy or anything.
They've got Texas.
They got to beat Florida and Georgia and Oklahoma
Oh yeah.
and win all those games before they can start talking that nonsense.
No
again.
doubt about it. No doubt. I think they're probably ranked about where they should be.
They're number 7.
8. Yeah,
They're,
sure.
they're number 7.
I'm not offended by that. People are like, "Oh man, your horns lost." I'm like, "Well, they did.
I didn't get upset.
They played a great team at home.
It is what
Yeah,
it is,
they got
Brent.
beat.
Brent, Hash, it is what it is. Number 7 now. Aggies are number 19. They're playing Utah State, 31.5-point favorites.
It's crazy. I don't. They didn't even put a line on the Texas game, did they?
36.5.
I mean, think about that. Utah State probably has a better chance to cover, but I don't think Texas beats anybody by 36 points.
San Jose State.
Now tell me, do you think Arch is coming out of that?
Yeah, I
Is he
think he's
co-
gonna
I
be
think so.
just fine.
I'm going to give him. We got to give him another shot.
Oh yeah. I mean,
But my boys were upset. Posey and all those boys. Woo!
I'm like,
they were hurt.
he didn't do anything to. It's not like he went out and threw 4 picks. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
didn't have a good day, but it's not like he.
No,
I'm not upset with him. He's a kid. Remember, he's like 20 years old.
just turned 20.
Yeah, it's like, come on, people.
So anyway, that's the 2 games of note right there. Dallas, though,
A&M will destroy Utah State.
Is that right? They need to. I think the Aggies.
I think
will
both.
make a
I think both teams destroy their opponents.
You think
this
they'll win
weekend.
big?
I think they both cover too.
there's not too many top flight games this weekend. They're playing that first or second round games are kind of cupcakes.
right.
Well, that's what you got this week. So the better games are coming later. I think Texas will be fine. Almost good that they got it off their backs now. Now,
No
play.
doubt. They can.
Let's
And
play.
I think he's going to lose some. I would ask people over the next 2 seasons, would you rather have exactly where they're at in their development right now? Would you rather have Arch Manning or Marcel Reed? If you're an Aggie and you tell me, I'm going to ride with Reed. Reed's my ride or die. I think you're being naive. I mean, I think over the next 2 years, you're going to see you'll see the Manning kid develop.
You know who we're going to ride.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming around, I think. So we want the Aggies to win, too.
I do, too.
We were with a lot of Aggies
I want
last
to win
night.
every game
Brett,
until we play.
Were we with a bunch of Aggies last night?
And what
I
a
mean,
great
true
time.
Aggies.
It was a
And
good time.
College football is better when both Texas and A&M are better teams.
That's that sports
Absolutely.
mind talking over there. Look at
You
that
were
boy.
with the biggest Aggie in Glenn Hager last time. He
I
took
like
John
him.
Sharp's role, and he's young and energetic.
Yeah.
That was a real coup for the A&M system
Oh, yeah.
to hire Glenn Hager because he was on the fast track to being a gubernatorial candidate at some point. And
He'd had a good shot, I think.
I'll give you my respect for A&M. You couldn't pay me enough to be governor if I can be chancellor of A&M.
You got
I mean, I'm flying around on a private jet.
You're
I
correct.
only need one blazer, maroon. My wardrobe doesn't. Nobody cares what an Aggie wears.
He was standing on the side of me yesterday, and we had met before. He came down for a stock show parade. I was the MC. We were over at the community center. They were coming down that way, and he's up there. He's going to speak to us. I said, sir, just go ahead and sit down. You watch the parade from up here, and I'll bring you on as soon as the parade is over. He's sitting down over there, waiting. He's a good guy. He was
super nice. Gentleman.
super nice guy. So we go in, ask the day we announced A&M. He's over there, and he looks at me, and he goes like that to me. He said he remembered. He didn't remember the name, but he remembered the guy. He went like that. And I said, you remember? That was a good time. So he said, yeah. He comes in last night, and I tell him, see, young men like you, look at all you guys doing really good. He said, young? Man, I'm not so young. I don't know what his age is, but he still looks good.
I would say he's probably in his early 50s.
I mean, we could probably find that out on Wikipedia.
But I'll tell you that
he still looks young.
If we had
to
a
me.
producer that was paying attention, could answer those questions.
Glenn Hager,
I'm paying
H-E-G-A-R.
attention.
How old is he? Glenn Hager.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of curious because he said, no, I'm not so young. He told me last night. What is it?
I think he's got to be
He looked good.
early 50s, maybe.
But I like him, don't you? Brent Ash, I like him.
He's 54 years old.
Yeah.
That's young to me.
Super
That's
nice.
young to me.
By the way, when he did not recognize Brother Gary Ash, when he didn't know Gary's name, Gary's security contingent beat the chancellor around the head and
Until he remembered it.
Yeah. Says,
John
"What's my
Paul
name?"
Hull says he would rather have Reed because he's less money.
True story.
Less money. It's
We're not-
true.
I don't think I'm.
But there's no salary cap in college football, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think Texas is paying him that much. He's making a ton. He's got the Vuori deal. He's got the Warby Parker deal.
Who, Arch?
Yeah, he's just printing money. I mean, they're running his commercials during the ball games.
They told me, did he get upset after the game? He hollered. They said they saw him hollering, mad.
I think that's awesome. I think he's
I
mad
think
at
so
himself.
too. He was mad at himself. He
Is he
said,
getting $8 million from Texas?
No.
That's what I heard.
what
What
do you think he's making? What do you think he's making?
4.
$4
I
million.
think he probably makes. He ain't making 8.
Carson
million.
Beck got 8 to
Carson
go to Georgia.
Beck, I think Carson Beck.
I mean, to Miami. He
something's
went to
not
Miami.
right about Carson Beck to me. But I tell you what, he's a fine player.
He did.
Miami's
they
starting
look
to get the
good.
respect I think they deserve. What do you think, Ash?
Miami's good.
Miami's number 5.
I think
There you go. Ash comes in with that.
Number
You
5.
hear that? It's like that commercial. Is Shaq
There we
available?
go.
That's what I get from
Split the
that.
difference.
6.8 million.
If
Okay.
only we had a
Who's that? Who
co-host
gets
was paying
6.8?
attention.
That's
what
a
Arch is
bargain.
getting.
I guarantee
6.8?
you they've sold $7 million worth of jerseys.
So
No
no.
doubt.
I think Miami looked good. I think Miami was
I thought Miami
underrated.
looked good.
Was underrated. I thought they were overrated at the first.
Yeah, he's trying to make up for it. I'm like, Ash, here's a softball. Hit it out of the park.
Be easy on him, son. Be easy on him,
Swing and a
man.
miss.
Trying to see how much Arch was making.
How much is Arch making?
Where is the
6.8.
producer? What's he
6.8.
doing over there?
6.8 is
Since we differed, I thought he was making 8. You said 4.
He's watching Speed Racer over there on his laptop.
he's
Don't
your
speak
boy.
to him.
He is. He's
Easy.
the guy. He's a good.
And if
dude.
y'all still want to take pictures with the Jag Fest sign, and I was coming down there,
I
did y'all
saw
see
it.
it?
It's on Main
The
Street.
balloons are still up. Texas A&M, Jags Fest, University of Victoria,
It's nice.
still there. Really,
If it was
Right
a
there.
UT event, they would call that litter. But because it's A&M, it's decoration.
And what did you think?
6.8 million.
Who does?
Wow. Welcome back to the program. We said
Four-
that 4 minutes ago.
I was ready 4 minutes ago. I didn't want to interrupt brother.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's like your brother.
That's smart because, like, you see
Right.
Guido over there. In the
I can't
corner.
afford that kind of pain.
No,
And
no.
they told me last
You need
night.
your knees.
They told me last night the Jag got painted red. What do you know about that, Ash?
Come on, Ash.
Come on, what do you know
I
about
was,
that?
I was not on the inside of this either, but it looks like they wrapped it in gauze and then spray
Something
painted
like
it.
that. What do you
Looks
call
like they
that?
did
I call it
machete.
Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, and then they showed a
Shroud
picture
of-
of. I saw a picture
Shroud
of this
of
morning.
Jacks.
A lot of that it dripped. That red dripped all
Right.
over
Looks
the
like he
place,
got
right?
macheted in the
Machete?
corner.
Yeah, there were people saying it looked like it was like flesh was sloughing
Yeah.
off its face,
like
it had-
Halloween. You
I
know,
think
Yeah.
that- we
Like-
call that vandalism, don't
Well,
we?
here's
Right.
here's you know it's going to happen,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I called it even when they installed the trophy or
All
the,
right.
the statue,
yes, sir.
because these statues on every other campus never go unscathed.
That's right. I
Sad,
believe-
sad but true.
Brother, I believe
Sad but
that
true.
every time
An angel gets his
an
wings.
A&M Victoria program wins a game, softball, golf, baseball, whatever, soccer, the students should go over and with tempera paint, something
Right.
water-based, they should paint the Jaguar. Paint the Jaguar red.
Like orange on the tower, paint the
Absolutely.
Jaguar red.
Well, we are working on that.
Okay.
Light the clock tower red
Oh,
after
yeah.
a win.
And I heard
That's original.
they're going to do something about that. The road a little later on when it's all decorated. They're going to have a dedication and all that stuff. So we're going to look for
Nice.
that too. We look for that too, then, right?
I like paint the Jaguar red.
Paint the Jaguar red.
Yeah.
Well, and they told me yesterday. I was out of it. I said, "What do you mean?" Okay,
Jonathan, stop.
I love it. Anyway, good to be with you guys. But I'm going to head on out.
Are you going
right
to go
now.
see Brother Ralph?
I got to go over there. We got guests coming in. We got a Uniting Hearts Music Festival coming up. We got Clay Crockett coming in.
Awesome.
He's, he'll be one of our bands that's going to be there. It's
Well,
in
go-
October.
Folks, after we're done here, go over to Magic 95.9. You can listen to Brother Gary and the Hall of Famer.
We play that good music.
All stuff. They
Yeah,
play
we play-
some Tejano. They play some old Creedence Clearwater Revival.
yeah,
some
we
fun
got it
stuff.
all. So you name it, we can get the man to play
They
it.
put on a little Stairway to Heaven and go out in the in the
Yep.
hallway and smoke
Have a
cigarettes.
smoke,
Yeah, why not? That's
take
what
a
the
take a
DJs
leak.
do.
That's what that
Hey,
song's
we're
made
old school,
for.
man. We do that stuff.
You know that the DJ, like if they play Stairway to Heaven 3 times in an hour, you know the DJ's got diarrhea.
Yep, that's
Man,
It's
exactly
like,
it.
I gotta go.
I
Put on
remember-
Stairway to Heaven.
I love it, man. Because
Brother, we love you.
love you too, and thank you guys for being y'all.
Good to see
We
you
will
last
do
night,
it
sir.
again.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
great
Great
to
to
see
see
you.
y'all yesterday.
I
All
knew I
good.
was in the
And
right
again
place.
this morning.
When I
Yeah.
saw the brother, I knew I was in the right place.
Thank you.
Go get him,
Absolutely.
sir. We love you. Yes, sir. Have a good one. Cody's back. He's engaged. I feel like it's like that scene in Top Gun. It's like, come on, dude, engage, Maverick.
I was sending out the next sports advocate.
I tell you what, it's some great stuff, and I really do want folks. I will stop talking about it when we get to the pre-prescribed number of people, and I know who signed up. Torn Bales, you haven't signed up. It's $9.99 a month. I want you to sign up. Thesportsadvocate.com. Judge Posey, you haven't seen your name on the list. $9.99 a month.
I don't think you can do that.
I think I can. It can coerce.
Don't shame.
No, I would never shame. Those are two of my most favorite people.
How
and they
unhinged is the
know it.
left going to be this weekend after Donald Trump signs the executive order today that will rename the Department of Defense?
Yeah,
to
we're
the
not here to
Department of War?
defend. We're here to whip ass. It's the Department of War. I think you should name it what it is, which, by the way, is what it was. It had been that way for 150
Yep,
years, and
just
they
after
changed
World
it
War
after
II.
World War II. Which, if you think about it, the Department of No Defense, it was like the Dallas Cowboy defense at Pearl Harbor, right? So I like calling it the Department of War.
Yeah, Donald Trump, according to the what's this? The New York Times says the move is to show strength rather than wokeness. I think Department of Defense is weakness, to be honest. And to be honest,
I do too.
it reflects our efforts
Culture.
going into wars
Yeah.
since World War II.
I agree.
We have not gone into a war to win it since World War II, except maybe the Gulf War when we kicked Iraq's butt.
Yeah.
That was it. But
The War Department. I like it. That's what it was always called.
I don't have a problem with
I like it.
The rest of the world might, and the left is going to go crazy this weekend with that name change. But I don't have a problem with it. But it's starting a war. You're going to start World War III by name changing the name.
Yep. I like it.
Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate you.
Thank you for stating where you're quoting from. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Nice.
I mean, does anybody really have a problem with calling us Department of War?
I don't know. I don't know why you would. I mean, what do you do there? We make war. We don't defend ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, were we defending ourselves when we sent B-2 bombers across the world and eliminated? Is that Christy Nome?
Yeah. And Hegseth.
They both look very serious. Do you see them?
There's something going on there. I don't know.
Yeah, they're both staring at the same
photo
person.
Photo in the New York Times. They're all just, they're mad.
I think that's Trump is like telling some
reporter to get the hell out of it.
Yeah, Trump looks like a swollen version right there of the Asian dude in The Hangover. Doesn't he? Tell me he doesn't. Look at his mouth.
He kind of does look.
Cody says it's top of the hour, folks. We love you guys. I hope you have a great weekend.
Department of War established by Congress under President George Washington.
There it was. George Washington did call it the Department of Defense. John Anderson, thank you for your service.
There was no defense back then. We were constantly at war.
We were colonizing, right? Yeah.
Well, don't get me started on that one.
Y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday, people.
Bye,
here.
folks.
Have a great weekend.
Every bar around.